Here with Jamaica's standout player in today's performance, Rebecca Spencer. I know you must tired of hearing this. You must be tired of hearing this, but good game. Speak to me about your individual performance today first, before we even talk about the game on a whole.
Obviously I was happy with how I played. Obviously I'm not too pleased about conceding 2 goals. Just tried my best, and I know the team sometimes relies on me to do that, and keeping the score down was probably something good, so we can just carry it into the next game.
It seems as though in 1v1 situation, we almost start to favour you rather than the attacker. What is it that you do going into those type of breakaway situations that often results in you coming out on top?
Obviously I just focus on what the player's going to do and just try and stand for as long as possible, just to make the attacker make the decision, so then I can obviously make an easy save or an easier save. So I just focus on what's there in front of me.
All right. Poor performance today. Where do you think you guys would have went wrong?
I didn't think the performance was, it wasn't poor. It was, we played some good football today, and it was something different to what we showed at the World Cup. Obviously we conceded 2 goals that are pretty similar, so we've got to learn from that, and now we know that we just have to go out and score goals.
All right. Enough of the 2-0 loss. I'm sure you guys will go back to the training board and try to rectify it on Tuesday. But on a positive note, this year's World Cup, it's the first time getting a chance to see you girls. We're really proud of you, first of all. But speak to me about how it feels, being one of the leaders and one of the best players on this Jamaican team this World Cup campaign.
I just try my best to do what the team needs, and I think the team is the best it's been for a long time, and we showed that at the World Cup.
Sorry, not to cut you. The team is the best it's been. Full stop.
It's the best it's been. Full stop. It's the best it's been. So, we've got to kind of take advantage of that, and we did that at the World Cup, and we get frustrated, but then we realise, we're playing against the gold medalists, and for us, we're not far off of it, so we just have to keep kind of pushing everything that we can just to be level with these guys now.
The first game against France, you were impenetrable. There was absolutely nothing they could do to score on you. What was going through your mind, save after save after save after save?
It wasn't just me. The team obviously defended very well from front to back, and I'm just proud of how the girls conducted themselves at the World Cup. And against France, we hung on in there, and it was it got to a point where there's like 8 minutes or 12 minutes added on to these games at the end. And I've just been really, really proud of how the girls have been, and defensively we've looked solid. So, like I said, today going into this game, we wanted to have similar performances, but we was a bit frustrated with the goals we conceded.
Yeah, I just spoke to Alison, about the new back line that we've assembled, obviously with some relatively new pieces and then some veteran pieces like Alison and her sister. You are an introduction to that back line, who was one of the marquee defenses in this year's World Cup. Speak to me about what it takes or what it took to build the back line and the defense to where it is right now.
Yeah, we knew obviously before the World Cup that defensively we wasn't as strong as we wanted to be, and it was something that we focused on, just being really hard to beat and hard to break down. Our back four we've got a really, really good back four, and I think we kind of gelled together in that period right at the right time. And like I said, I've just been so proud of how we kind of conducted ourselves and how we showed up in every single game. Do
you think your relatively new international career has impacted your domestic career?
It's something, before I started to play for Jamaica, I was thinking about retiring. Club football, I was kind of in a bit of a tough place. I've had a bit of an up and down season with Tottenham last season especially, and obviously after the World Cup now I can just push on with my club and hopefully have similar performances to what I've shown on the world stage.
And lastly, if you could look into our camera and give the fans one message, what would it be?
Thank you for the support over the summer. We obviously really, really appreciated it. We could feel it from all the way in Australia, so we hope we can feel you in Toronto next week.
All right, thank you so much for talking to us, Becky.